32 damage against monsters against 48. So instead of 5 monster AP, you're getting 12. Or actually, 32, 42, 15. Damn it. Bro, I was not a math teacher. You're getting 15, 16, 16. Wait. 16. Jesus.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
All right, guys. So here's how this works. Usually I turn on a gear review, like redeem. And you can redeem points for gear review, and I can just call your name one at a time. But I don't know. What if people just put it in the chat today and I just speed ran it? Okay, if I have one pulled up, that's not okay. We can't do this. There's no way. There's no way. No, stop. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. Stop. No, that's not how we're gonna do it. No, we can't. That was a stupid suggestion. Stupid suggestion. Okay, stop. Yeah, I should have done that. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the redeem. I'm gonna call you one at a time. That was dumb. I don't even know why I thought that we could do this in a reasonable fashion. That's my bad. The real BDO gear. Bro, I don't know what I expected.
I'm not leaving.
I'll be... Thanks, guys.
I'm not leaving!
Yeah.
Hello, motherfucker.
Where's your cons heart, you dipshit? Where is your cons heart of life? 25 extra mastery, bro. Also, you only have 8 life skill crystals? The vital crystals. Are the vital crystals the ones that give the... Wait. Okay, yeah, that's the mastery. Yeah. He's only got 8, though. So step up your game, idiot. Honestly, your belt being at base... your Floremos belt and necklace.
I'm not leaving.
How do you have 3 of these? How did you get 3 of these? Wait, what? We can have 3 now? I guess I just didn't care because I already have 2 from season and 1 from exchange. Interesting. I didn't know you could have 3. Okay, buddy. Well, you really don't have any choice anymore. Now you have to get a cons heart and you have to start... Gosh, bro. This is rough for you. Yeah, it's time to just start buckling down. If you really want that fishing master, I'll be honest with you, if it's just fishing, it'll be easier to just do this, I'll be honest. If you're just doing fishing, that's fine. But if you need it for all life skills, like you're an actual life skiller, you're gonna have to go for Prion. I fish and hunt. Okay, then yeah, it's Prion time. It's time for Prion. Like duo Prion in these slots here is really good for you. Like, I would do duo Prion first, obviously. And it's expensive. This looks easy. This is expensive. This is not free. Okay, I haven't played in a while, so I'm just not sure what I'm doing exactly. That's fine. This looks like legit gear for somebody that hasn't played in a little while. Your room is clean. 706 gear score. You're looking crisp, homie. Okay. Yeah, so you need AP. Really badly. And sadly for you... we have these new accessories called Charizard. Okay. You can do... there is a seasonal quest that you can do when you graduate a seasonal character where you can deck a piece of Tuvala. Basically, you take like a Pen Tuvala necklace and you can deck it. And once it's deck, you can trade it in for a Tet Charizard necklace. Okay. So that is something you can do very quickly. It's guaranteed. There's no... for the Charizard, it's guaranteed, but you just need the Essence of Dawn to get it done. Okay, so you should be able to replace that. No problem. Okay. It also has another quest, and I'm assuming you have not done this one yet, for a Pen Blackstar. So you can take your 1 Tuvala weapon and deck the Tuvala weapon. This one is not guaranteed, requires Crown Stones, and is a little bit difficult. It's going to require some Crown Stones for sure. But you are going to get a black... once you get the Tuvala to deck, you are going to get a free pen black star, or you're going to be able to trade it for a pen black star. Have you done that quest yet? I haven't. Okay, so you're going to do that. You already have a pen Kudum with what looks like a Kudum heart in it. And it's already C5. So I'll be honest with you. I don't think you should take the offhand. Are you Awakening or Succession, Mewa? Awakening, because I've got big balls and I ain't a bitch. So true, brother. So true, brother. Okay, so you're going to take the Awakening one and you're going to put 2 black stars together. Okay, and you're going to make your Sovereign. All right. Now, when you get the Sovereign, you should be able to put it at try with no crons. At try onwards, you want to cron it. I hit it to tet without crons because I'm kind of an alpha. But like, try with no crons is reasonable on Sovereign. It is going to be a little bit expensive though. The primordial blackstones, the memory fragments and things that you need for that, it's kind of expensive. Also the eventually the cron stones. Regardless, the most important thing about upgrading to Sovereign are these 5 crystal slots right here. You can put 5 of these in your gear, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think that these ever break. I think these are permanent additions to your account, so you can just have them. But you can get all AP, critical hit damage, probably. I don't know. There it is. Back attack damage is usually really good. A lot of people do DR, but you're an evasion build and you're playing Mewa, so we're going to stay away from that. Accuracy isn't a bad look if you want to go for that. You can also have critical hit rate and down attack damage as options as well. Okay, so these are a good option, but you pick which 5 you want and you put them in there. This will improve your PvE grind tremendously. Okay, these help a lot. These help a lot. And again, you just deck your Tuvala and then you just run to the altar. Like, it's not hard to make the Sovereign. You don't have to do a quest line or anything. You literally just run to this altar over here with the 2 black stars in your inventory with the stuff extracted, and you just stand in front of the altar and you chat with it, and then it does this cutscene. Boom, you're done. Easy peasy. Air attack for Cloud Stab and PvE. You could do air attack on Mewa, sure. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Again, this is just a suggestion. But you basically just need to full transition to Karazad across the board. The important thing about Karazad that you probably don't understand, and that a lot of people don't really understand, is that these crystals, when you open your crystal menu, these are permanent. These cannot break. Okay? And they add, there's AP, accuracy crystals, there's DR, there's evasion crystals, and Black Spirit Rage. Obviously, you're using AP for PvE, so that's the example that I have here. Each one of these is what, 4 AP or whatever? Yeah, 4 AP per crystal. Every time you get a Karazad, it unlocks one of these crystal slots. So when you get your necklace, you'll be able to get one of those crystals. They're expensive, and you can make them yourself if you want to, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. You're going to have to transition to Karazad across the board, homie. Your DP is really good. Your AP could use some lovin'. Your AP could use some lovin'. Now, before you melt, you can melt down pen accessories for bad news, brother. In order to extract the cups out of your accessories, you're gonna need Forest Furies. If you're on North America, we're praying for you. Good luck at Gyphon Temple. Good luck at Giffen Raza Underground. Now, that being said, you extract the cups and you can melt down pen accessories. Your Jatinas are worth 100 essence a piece. I have only 16. You should have enough if you have 16. If you have 16, you should have enough. But you need to extract all your cups. And then as you transition to Karazad, you extract the cup, and then you can put the cup on Karazad, and it'll give you both cups. It should give you both cups. So we're going to make sure that when you go to Karazad, make sure that you get it at least to Tet, because I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent. It's 20 AP. 20 AP, yeah. So if you go to Tet on your Karazad, it should be equivalent to what your Crescents were before, but you have that crystal slot in your crystals where you're going to get more AP than you had before. If you go to Pen, it's even better, obviously. The distos are no longer worth it anymore. You're just going to go for the earring. As a warning, at the earrings, you're going to get Try gives you AP, Tet does not give you AP, Pen gives you an AP, Hex does not, Sept does. Oct does, Nuve does, Deck does. Okay, so you can leave it at try, or you can put it at pen. I recommend just putting them at pen. It's really not super crazy hard, but like if you want to leave them at try, that's fine too. You'll notice that your AP did decline a little bit, but look how much DP you got back for it. And even if you lose some sheet AP, you still have those crystals I told you about before. You're still getting that non-sheet AP from those crystals, which make up the difference, more than make up the difference on the distos. Okay, so you're basically going to go to full Karazhan. You're going to go to full Karazhan. All right. All right, we're praying for you. You're going to have to cron them. You have to cron everything, by the way. Everything on this wheel is now crons. Sovereign is crons. Karazhan is crons. Your armor is crons. Everything is crons. Everywhere you look, it's cron stones. Millions of cron stones. Welcome. Okay, to be clear, it is cost efficient to, instead of going for Karazhan and enhancing the Karazhan yourself, what you can do is you can take a pen Debo and trade it in for a Nuve Karazhan. So if you have a Deboreka, oh, whoops. You have a Debo, like you have a pen Debo necklace. You can trade this in for a Nuve Karazhan. And this is technically cost efficient. The reason that nobody does this is because you have to go out and grind in order to get 200 billion. And inevitably, you will make more silver per hour and make up the difference in what this would save you if you just go to Karazhan and enhance the Karazhan yourself. Okay, so, you know. But if you have a bunch of money laying around, buy a pen Debo. Screw it. Screw it. Okay, this is enough. He's going to be on this for a while. Where's Sickle? Sickle not here? All right, moving on. Get to 112. No problem. I have 30 bill at the moment. No way I can afford that. Yeah, then don't do that. To be clear, Tet Debos can be exchanged for pen Karazhan, but it's really not worth it to necessarily do that. Okay, Ged. Okay. So they gave you 2 pen black stars for free. 2. I'm gonna ask this once. Have you used them both yet? Yes. Oh no. So let me get this straight. So instead of taking the main hand pen black star, which is an objective giga upgrade, you took the offhand. You're an awakening sage, and you took the offhand and awakening because you thought to yourself, I don't use my main hand. Okay, let's take a look at the difference, chat, for those of us that don't understand why this is such a big mistake. This is a big mistake. It's fixable, though. You can fix it. Alright, so this is an offhand. This is a black star offhand. At pen, okay, at Tet, the offhand is giving 64 monster damage. At pen, it is giving 67 monster damage. For those of you that don't know, that is a difference of 5 monster damage. Yes, that's right, 5 monster damage with 3 monster DR in there. But wait, there's more. Now let's look at the main hand weapon. Here's the main hand. Here's the Tet. Okay, so 17 damage to all species. Awesome. Wait. Oh, that's all species. I'm sorry. Damage against monsters, 21. Oh, 32. 32 damage against monsters, 48. Yeah, that's what I'm... Sorry, I keep mousing over the wrong thing. 32 damage against monsters against 48. So instead of 5 monster AP, you're getting 12. Or actually... 32, 42, 15. Damn it. Bro, I was not a math teacher. You're getting 15, 16, 16. Wait. 16. Jesus. Holy shit. It's been a day, guys. It's been a day. 16 AP against the 5 that you would have gotten otherwise. On top of the fact that you get 30% of your main hand AP as bonus AP for your offhand. I mean, for your awakening. Okay, so you understand that this was a big mistake. And the reason I'm pointing it out for you is because people in the audience, they need to know this as well. This is why the main hand is so much more important than the offhand. Again, you're going to get about plus 6 DP and about plus 2 AP sheet. Okay? And yeah, that seems like a lot, but if you don't have a main hand, it's going to hurt you. You will grind faster. You're like, well, I'm a little tankier now. You're DR Sage. Okay? The DP you get from the Kudum is typically evasion. All right? Anyway, you made the mistake. Now we're going to live with it. This needs to be penned. Okay, so when you get free attempts and you get cron stones via like login events and stuff, you need to click it. It's actually not very hard to pity pen Black Star anymore. It's only 15 pities. So like, believe it or not, this isn't the biggest mistake. It's totally fine if you did this. It's like, yeah, you look like an idiot, but like, you fix this, no problem. Okay, it's just 15 attempts. Like, it's some money, but like, it's okay, bro. Also, we're probably gonna get another free pen next month anyway, but that's okay because you'll get a sovereign. But now, again, you must pen this at some point. So like, keep doing your free attempts on this, okay? I'm not gonna focus on that quite yet though. Okay, but that's the biggest problem with the gears. Just rough, bro. That's rough. You need AP really bad, buddy. The same thing I told the last guy. Lotus. Same things I told Lotus. You're going for Charizard every time. You need to get to Charizard. It's about 5 or 6 bill to craft Charizard. The Essence of Dawn is becoming more and more available. So it's 5 bill to get it at base. You should be able to get it to duo or try without gassing it up at all. And then you're going to start cronning it pretty quickly after that. That's why I'm putting them at Tet. Again, the earrings, yeah, you kind of have to put the earrings at pen because you either have to leave them at try or put them at pen. I recommend just putting them at pen. But you see your 310 AP now. That's good. You're over the 301 bracket. Perfect. Amazing. Now, or 309 bracket rather. Now it's time to finish out your shoesies. Okay. We're going to get these to C9. You're going to go get your flame. And then you're going to quickly pump it to C10 and replace it. Okay. Yeah, I like that you have Demi-Human. That's the only Lightstone set in the game that basically matters anymore is the Demi-Human Lightstone setup. Okay. Now, before you go get your boots, there's one very important thing I need you to do, okay? Before you go get these boots, but after, in my opinion, you get the Charizard done, you need to put an orders down on a Veil's Heart. Okay, and not the shitty one. Anyone that's trying to get Veils, you need to put down on the concentrated. Okay, you notice how many more of these have been sold and how frequently those are sold with 199 orders. You look at the other one, it has more orders, less are sold, and they're not selling as frequently. Okay, so you need to put it on the concentrated one. All right, you need to get that order down because it's going to be down for a while. Okay, but once you get the Veils, you need to just exalt it immediately. All right, that's enough. I think we're good here. Isn't it worth to go for Debo to get Pen Charizard? No, typically it is not worth it to do that. Although it would depend on the price of the Debo. It would depend on your server. If the Debo price is particularly low, yeah, you could do that if you have 60 bill laying around, but most players don't. Most players are 30 bill, in this case, laying around. Most players don't have 30 bill just laying around liquid. If you do, you can consider it as an option. That's why I told the last guy you can trade that out. But really, you can usually get to Pen Charizard for a lot cheaper than 30 bill, in my opinion. I think that you can craft and then put the Charizard at Pen for cheaper than 30 bill, in my opinion. But like, if you get unlucky, yeah, it could cost more than 30 bill. Right? But Pen Debos are definitely worth it to do. Definitely worth it. But okay, he's good now. He stopped telling people this. I've waited for months. Like it's skipping me damn near. Oh, you mean the you mean the Vels pre-order? Yeah, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Z Justice Cog. I have one more question about the Tet Blackstar Spear and Blade. Should I skip the seasonal deck to Vala? No. I told you you need to do the deck to Vala. You got to do the deck to Vala. You should get a Sovereign weapon probably in your case because you already have a Pen Kudum, right? With like C5. You should get a Sovereign. That's why I told you to get the deck to Vala. That's how you're going to get the second Blackstar. And then you're going to put the two Awakening Blackstars together to make the Sovereign weapon I was telling you about. I switched from console to PC. Welcome in. I'm sorry that you got abused for so long. I don't know what to upgrade. Holy shit. When did you swap? The Tet demo route is more expensive, but not so much more that it's completely inting. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you can choose to do it. I just think it's easier. The 18th of February. So you've been playing this game for 3 months? Can you hit this to +7 for free? I could have sworn it was +7, not +5. Could be +5. 3 months of 18-hour days. Bros. And he's got all his journals done, too. What the f? Okay, so your next gear upgrade is to go outside and get a job. And by working at that job, okay, that you haven't had for the last 3 months, you're going to make a lot of money. Then you're going to take that money, all right? You're not going to put it towards rent. You're not going to put it towards your life. You're just going to open the pearl shop and you're going to buy cron stones, okay? And this will be faster gear progression, silver per hour, than just grinding in game. Don't forget to sell outfits on the market. True. True. And if you're going to sell outfits on the market for money, please be a homie and tell the rest of us. Please be a homie and tell the rest. Am I right, boys? I don't recommend that you do that, but if you're going to. Pen insignia in 3 months. The dude doesn't... I bet the reason he has this is because he does the... I bet he does crow's nest stuff every day to get more loot scrolls. This looks to me like somebody that's out of loot scrolls all the time. All the time. Dude is capping 100%? I don't think so. This is possible. Guys, you genuinely think that a new player that knows what he's doing because he played on console. He knows the game. He knows the systems. He knows how to make it work. And he knows where they're weak, right? I think this is absolutely doable. I think this is absolutely... I don't think he's trolling at all. I think this is legit. And this should be as an example to the console players. Yeah, bro, look what you can do, bro. The weapons seem a little carried. I don't think so at all. He got 2 free pen black stars, right? And then he tapped, what, 3 more? Doable. Bro, if you're grinding as much as this is grinding, dude, you pen black stars easy. Even if he pities it, it's 15 attempts, bro. You're going to get that done in a matter of days. Right? He could also be swiping out of his mind. Who knows? Game knowledge is priceless. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Okay, so I'm going to recommend, and I did this recently too, and I'm going to start recommending this to everybody. All late game grind zones in BDO are basically demi-human now. I highly recommend doing the demi-human lightstone setup instead of all-out attack. You don't lose any... You really just don't lose any DP, which is really good. And then the monster AP that you get, or the demi-human damage that you get, is like Giga, in my opinion. But you can keep all-out attack, but like I would get another set that is demi, in my opinion. I pitied 2 pen black stars and 1 tap the third one. There you go. There you go. Pitying a black star nowadays is not that hard. Not that hard. It's only 15 attempts. Okay, so your next gear upgrade. I'll be honest with you, homie. You already know what you're going to do. You need tri-armors. I know that that is not what you want to hear as a Sork. But that is your next upgrade. Like it sincerely. I think that you need tri-armors. I think you need to bam. Bam. At least 2 of them. At least 2 of them. Once you get 2 of them, then you can sept your other stuff. Sure. You could even sept your earrings. Just remember, Hex doesn't give you an AP, so it's kind of ass. Okay. And then you can try these. Okay, but I do think you need to try at least 1 or 2 of your armors. At least. Then you can go to sept on this stuff. Now, to be clear, your necklace should always be 1 enhancement grade in front of everything else. Okay, so if you're going to push everything else to sept, you can push this to oct. All right. And the most important thing is that you understand that your Sovereign should always be at least 2, if not 3 levels behind your Charizard at all points in time. Okay, and the reason is, if you look at the Cron Stones required for Sovereign, it's just not worth it until much later. Okay, so by the time you have Oct everything, then you can look back at your Sovereign weapon and start enhancing again. For the same reason that you would stay on probably Oct Sovereign while you full decked all your Charizard. And apparently I misspoke in my last gear advice, and I told somebody to deck their Charizard or Sovereign before Charizard. I don't know. Somebody got upset in the comments, and I say this every time. I say this every time. Charizard should always be at least 2 levels in front of the Sovereign at all points in time based on how many Cron Stones it takes to enhance them. Okay? So, like, just bear that in. I just wanted to make that clear for everybody. Okay, I think you're good. I think you're good. At this point, you can probably go to Oct and then try the rest of your... If your gear isn't try by Oct, homie, you got to try your gear. At least by 340 AP, you need to get try gears. By at least 340 AP, you've got to stop and get your... You've got to stop and get try armors, okay? Once these are Oct, you can probably push these to Hex and have it be worth it. Like, okay, sure. Right. Again, 2 levels. All right. That was an easy one. This guy's really smart and he's gaming. Mr. Bootykins. Okay, let's click on this. Currently grinding Gyfins for Forest Furies because it's 10 for each of my Jatinas, and I need to extract my belt as well. I think I know the route to take, but what's your advice to make sure my room is clean? I just need to know what's required for APDB. Okay. All right. My room is clean. Please don't check. Yeah, Mom, my room's clean. Okay, honey. Check's under the bed. Anyway. Why the are you wearing full tri armor with crescent rings? What the is going on? How? Why not? I'll give you like 6 reasons why not, okay? Number 1, Charizard, okay, has more AP and scales better. 2, you get better cups on the Charizard, which are just objectively better. So like the add-on, like the cup add-ons are just objectively better. 3, you get the hidden AP on the Charizard crystals. That is, again, objectively better. 4, melting down the Jatinas gives you the essence of Dawn to, you guessed it, make the Charizard. 5, I don't know. How are you not convinced on numbers 1 through 4? At some point, this guy literally had to open his gear wheel. He had 3 pieces of tri armor with 2 pen crescent rings on, and he said, I need more armor. Are you sure you're not a goddamn Valkyrie main? You're playing the wrong class, homie. PMA, you're not gonna die. Actually, you still might die. Okay, so like super obviously, yeah, you're grinding Forest Furies. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is actually a serious problem with the player base right now. In order to extract cups from your accessories that you had before, you have to have like, I don't know, what is it, 4 Forest Furies per extract or whatever the you got to have a lot of Forest Furies. 10 per, so you need 20. And in order to get Forest Fury, okay, I'm going to share the tech. Is everybody ready for the tech? There's 2 places to get Forest Fury. The one that everybody knows about is Underground Gyfin. Okay, that's where everybody goes. They grind out Forest Fury. It's like 1 an hour, if that. One every 2 hours. But the unknown thing is that, believe it or not, in Ash Forest, there are quest mobs that you can kill. Yeah, not like the actual Ash Forest mobs, but like the quest ones, like the easy ones. You can go around killing those, and you will get like 1 or 2 Forest Furies an hour, apparently. I watched a video on it. It's pretty crazy. However, you will make 0 money doing that. You will get 0 money doing that. It got patched. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Ghost of Ask Forest provides about 10 an hour. I don't know, man. I saw my buddy do it. He didn't get shit. 10 an hour seems like you're just trying to flood the market. Okay, true. Sengo, I'll have people redeem. Okay, you just have to hold it until I have people redeem. Okay. Okay, so you can also get Ash. You can also get them from Moncham Forest and everywhere else in Kama Sylvia, but they're total ass. The highest level spot where you're not griefing silver per hour is Underground Gyfin. Okay, so like Fadus and Moncham's, but like, bro, that shit sucks, bro. That shit blows. So most people just do Underground Gyfin. It's the best EXP in the game anyway. Okay. But the only reason he would have these guys is because he doesn't have the Forest Furies to extract. But I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you're transitioning these right now. Okay, just like your girlfriend is transitioning. All right. Put your cups on your earrings. You get 100 stamina and 3 AP. AP, brother. AP, brother. You're literally just gonna start enhancing your Charizard like crazy. You're gonna go full. You're gonna go hex, hex, hex. Then you're gonna go sept here. Then you're gonna go sept here. Sept here. Sept. Then you're gonna go sept here. Sept here. Oct here. And I know what you're thinking, but Blue, what do I do next? More Charizard. You're gonna keep crawling this until your fucking fingers fall off. You're literally gonna keep grinding this until your goddamn fingers fall from your hand. Okay? You're just gonna keep going. Because Ted Armors, screw that shit. But at about 340 AP, it's time to start considering 10 armors. Okay, I would honestly go I would go to Nuve Charizard before 10 armors. If you're trying to do it cost efficiently, I think that Nuve Charizard is unironically like gonna do more for you than 10 armors will. And then once you're Nuve on all this shit, okay, now it's time to start. Okay, well, maybe we could probably Sept or Hex our sovereign weapon at this point, right? But at that point, it's like, all right, now we gotta do this. You gotta do the 10 armors. And this is expensive. I know. I'm doing this grind. I get it. Isn't it better to make sure the neck is 2 levels above the rest of accessories? Because it's cheaper per AP. You could do that. That's reasonable. If you want to keep the necklace 2 levels above everything else, that's fine. But it's really hard to do. I don't know if it's necessarily... I haven't done the math on whether or not it's cheaper, but it's definitely a viable option. You could totally do that. Either way, we can all agree that the necklace should always be enhanced before the other accessories. Necklace before belt and rings. Belt and rings before earrings. Okay? Earrings are last. Okay. All right. Yikes cutie. All right, here's the Valkyrie main that ironically has less DP than the goddamn lawn main we just looked at. Do it. He banned the correct guy. True, he did ban Yikes. Guys, why did you time Yikes out? Bro, I called his name and you guys timed him out. All right. All right, you need AP. How are we gonna get you AP? Chat, what's the rule for AP? Necklace before belt, before rings. Okay. And then probably earrings, but honestly, you can push the necklace to Oct if that's the way you want to do it. And then you can push this stuff to Sept, sure. I'll be honest with you, at this point, I would stop what you're doing. You have so much gear score. I think that the sovereign weapon, you need the sovereign main hand. You need to be working on this while you're doing all this other stuff with your Karazhan. You need to work on your other Black Star or your flame or whatever you're gonna do. If you're gonna do the flame, that's fine. Okay. Conference the offhand. Well, believe it or not, Valkyrie doesn't profit too much from the offhand DP. Why not C15 Kudum? Yeah, I'll explain. So the AP brackets at this level are extremely low. You're getting like 1, maybe 2 AP if you hit a bracket, right? It's totally ass. I'm a warrior. Oh yeah, sorry, warrior. It's the same for Valkyrie. I don't know why I said Valkyrie, but it's the exact same thing. So the Kudum shield for warrior is not super beneficial because you're getting evasion in most cases. You see I went from C10. Look at the DR. Watch the DR. C15. The DR doesn't go anywhere. You're going to get some evasion. Well, on warrior, that doesn't do you very much good. The only thing he's really going to get here is 1 AP and then some accuracy. Like, okay, well, that's useful, but I don't think it's as useful as the other sovereign weapon, right? But like, he will eventually have to do that, yeah. But again, I don't think it's nearly as important as the sovereign with all of the extra. Like, even if he only has this at try and he's an awakening warrior, it doesn't matter, because if he fills in like, these crystals are really good. These crystals are kind of giga. And I would go DR on a warrior for sure. You just throw a DR one in there, in my opinion. What'd you do on the other one? Yeah. Yeah, the exact thing that I just... Oh. Yeah, just in a different order. It's the exact same crystal setup. Damn, I'm good. Nice work. Yeah, so I think that this upgrade is stronger than conferencing this. I will say that at this point, before you go to oct these, or sept these, or even try these, you probably need to see like 20 your Kudum. You just need to throw a bunch, at least C15. At least C15 in my opinion. Because like, at least you're going to get an AP out of it, you know what I mean? And then going to C20 is like, you know, 2 more DP. But like, I recommend doing it at some point when you have the opportunity. But like, I'm going to put it at C20 for now. It's not like a priority until you hit kind of this space in your gear. You're forgetting the cups? Well, he's got cups. Cup. Oh. Did you accidentally push the... I just assume that people have cups. Did you accidentally put this in, or do you not have cups on? I just assume that they have cups. Most people, when they transition to Karazhan, they get the cup right away. So, did he respond? I don't have cups because I'm broke. Okay, then stop all of this. Cups are priority 1 before you do any of the stuff that I just told you to do. You need to do cups first. Cups first. Because look at the amount of... Bro, look at the critical hit. Your critical hit. You ain't getting a better upgrade than that. It's a few bill, right? It's like, what, 6 to 10 bill or whatever the hell for the cup? But 3% critical hit damage with the 125 HP is crazy. And then this is hidden AP on here. And the cups are a little dumb, I'll be honest. They're a little expensive, I'll be honest. Yeah, you need to... Oh, God, dude. Yeah, you got to put cups on your stuff. Yeah, put cups on first and then do everything I told you to do, okay? Cups are 10 bill. Well, that's what I said, 6 to 10 bill or whatever the... They're expensive, but they're worth it. They're expensive, but they're worth it. It looks like you have the demi-human set on. That's good. Again, I think demi-human is best right now. You guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong. It used to be all-out attack, but I've come to the realization that the developers apparently only want to develop end-game grind zones that are demi-human. So apparently we're just... What's the order for the cups? Rings first. Rings first, then belt. It's... Everyone always gets the necklace first because it's cheap. Okay? In most cases. But it's rings first, then belt, then earrings. Okay? And if you don't have the necklace, throw it on there. Yeah, the next 3 belt. The next a joke. You just throw it on there. So whatever. But yeah, that's the order. Ladamantis ZZ. AOA still outperforms Demi. Unless it's 30% AP cap zone, but it's minuscule post AP cap. I'll be honest with you, I still think the Demi is better because you're losing defensive stats with the all-out attack, and I think that not dying or having like that sweat feature is actually an important thing for a lot of people. Okay, does it look like Ladamantis is here? It's Rhythmia. Yeah, the DR loss is a little rough, but you can make that case. Yeah, the all-out attack is really good until you hit cap. It is, but it just makes you so squishy, because if you're not at the AP cap, there's a good chance that your DP is also like relatively low, and like losing more DP to get a little bit more AP, like the marginal, right, AP difference is probably not a good idea. So I think that the demi-human is still stronger. Oh, there's Landamantias. Okay, Rhythmy, I'll do you next. Just copy your thing, get ready to paste it again after I finish him. Okay. Homie, what you need help for? How much was the account? You don't know what to do? Yeah, all out attack. Again, I would get 2 Kabuas with demi-human and then have 2 Kabuas with all out attack. No, I don't think he bought his account. I think he just wanted confirmation that he wanted, like, of what he wanted to do here. So this is a DK. I assume it's an awakening DK with how much he's got his awakening hand or his awakening weapon enhanced here. I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't think that Nuve Sovereign is worth it. I think that you have to deck your accessories, homie. Wait, why is your Kuda... Wait, whoa, please tell me you're... Oh, it's a god? Oh my god! It's a godder! What the... Holy shit! Homie's got a pen godder! Oh my god, never mind. Okay, what a G. What an absolute G, bro. For those new players that think Godder is great, it's not. It's terrible. This guy just has mental illness. He's playing Dark Knight. That's self-evident. Godder used to be much stronger back in the day. Now it's just not worth the crons to enhance anymore. It's extremely rare, yeah. Super rare. But it's the equivalent to a Pen Blackstar, so he's done. Earth shaking. Oh, homie. It's fiery. Bro. What? You gotta get your Garmoth. What are you doing? Get your Garmoth heart. Do you not have a Garmoth heart on this either? Homie, you gotta get them their Garmoth hearts done. Is it fiery again? Yeah. Nuver has the heart. I'm stingy. Yeah, but in PvE, that one crystal, I'll be honest with you, the one crystal in PvE is probably your best upgrade. Getting, literally spending the 20 bill to have the extra crystal slot at this stage of gear is going to give you the best stats. In my opinion. It's kind of a no-brainer. The offhand doesn't give a crystal. I know, that's why I said he didn't have one on the Vediant. He didn't have a Garmoth on the Vediant. Awakening has the Garmoth. Okay, so you just forgot to make it a fiery. Okay. Okay. All right, then this is not as important. This is like, okay, whatever. You don't have to do this if you don't want. It's like, I mean, I would if I were you. You get one, but like, he did. Oh, I thought it didn't. Yeah, the only thing the Kudum is really giving you is the HP or whatever the. Like, yeah, I would get it. Everything else, I'll be honest with you, everything else on your gear wheel is like stupid. You're doing deck, bro. You got a deck. Just deck it. Deck. 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 You want the deck. You want that deck. Huge deck. Oh, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. And after you've decked all of these, then you can do this. And then you can oct that just for the glow because you're a Dark Knight. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Glow is important to us. Glow is important to us. Okay, and the final two things you're looking at doing are penning your sovereigns here. I think one of the best upgrades the DK can get, and you're gonna hate me for this, but thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. That's a giga upgrade for DK though. All right, Rhythmia, let's see it. I was just curious if you click MH for suck or Dex first. What is MH? Deck main or Nuve Awakening first. Low percentage. Okay. Also, any crystal and reforged setup recommendations for mass or large scale PvP? Or does my glass cannon one still work? Okay, so you want a PvP build, I guess, because you have the, I see you have the DR and then you have got the C20 Nuver here. Okay, and you're a suck ninja? How many hours? Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, now I have to make sure I'm reading the weapon correctly. I'm like, okay. All right, so he's got full deck. I'll be honest with you, I think at this gear level, I think this is only Tet. God, but it's so ass to enhance this. I personally think the deck is more important. I think the deck's more important, and then you can just do this as like your last thing is like, oh yeah, I'll do the awakening when I get there. It's just like whatever. I think the deck is really good. I think it gives, doesn't it give 2 AP? Yeah, it gives 2 AP. I also think that at this gear level in PvP, bro, I think that evasion, I think you'll be tankier with evasion gear in PvP. Like straight up. Because I think that a lot of people are equipped to handle DR at this gear level. They're like full AP human damage blast. They're not running any accuracy. I think that you could like low key just absolutely shit on people, in my opinion. But that's up to you. You can run a stronger like damage crystal setup with DR. So there's that. And I understand that. There's a case to be made for DR on Ninja, but I do think that the evasion is stronger at this in PvP. Okay, anyone else? Wait. Okay, Kaido Behemoth. Alright, Kaido Behemoth, let's see it. I know I need to clean my room. Oh, your garment, this looks, it's basically done. I'm just gonna click this. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you do need to clean your room. You do. You don't need to do the Dokebi chest yet, though. What the bro. So let me get this straight. You got your red nose to C10. Then you walked your little ass over to the blacksmith who gave you the dead god, and you just said, perfect, I'm done. It has a pen on it. Homie, you have to enhance this. You can't just leave this at base. Homie, it goes up. You have to click it. Oh my god, these are pride too. Why are you evasion and DR? What are you doing? There's like, okay, so here's the deal. You have the people in the community that, you know what? You have the people that say DR is better at everything. Then you have the people that say, okay, but no matter what, they always agreed. Okay, no matter what, whether you think evasion is strong or you think DR is better, no matter what, we all agree going hybrid when you're not 807 gear score is ass. Just RPing is Captain Planet? What the hell does that mean? Captain Planet. He's got hair. I can't RP as him. I don't know what the you're getting at. Okay. Collecting them colors. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're a hash, homie? You just... Homie. Just, like, pick one. Okay, pick one. Personally, I like evasion on hash, especially if you're going to do PvP. However, if you're a really good hash, and you really want to min-max your crystal setup, and DR is still strong. You can play DR on hash and PvE. You can play DR on anyone in PvE for the most part. But we're talking about specifically PvP when we're talking about evasion versus DR. in most cases. And I do think that hash is pretty strong with evasion in PvP, but DR allows you to build more human damage. So if you're full glass cannon, you can do DR. If you feel like you're going to make a lot of mistakes, then I sincerely think that you should just go to evasion, in my opinion. I think evasion is really solid on hash. You didn't know who Captain Planet was? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to just roll you to DR here because that's what most people are going to tell you to do. And I'm just going to assume that you don't care about PvP very much. Okay. I'm also just going to casually put these all at duo because duo is completely free. You open the enhancement window, it's basically 100% both times. Easy peasy, one tap. Right, guys? Duo is free every time. You just click it right up. All done. All done. Easy peasy. I don't know how in the... I pity duo, it's lies. Okay, it is not free. Okay, just so we're clear. It is not, in fact, free. But you do need to get these to duo. Okay. And I understand that this flame is really hard to get right now, so I'm not going to give you too much shit for that, because you're already 401 anyway. Okay. Got your Garma. 707 gear score. You're an awakening hash, and you're already at the 309 bracket. In my opinion, you need to cup. Make sure that gets cupped at some point. You can wait on the earring cups if you want to, but their hash needs stamina. So again, the stamina is really good. Obviously, the hidden AP is good too, but the cups, although expensive, are extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. What do you got going on in here? Watch your back. Okay, that's a fine lightstone setup. I would recommend demi-human though, but that's fine. Yeah, you're losing... Okay, if you're gonna run watch your back, you definitely need to just run, like, bro, just go evade. That way you're doing... Honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't really like... I didn't realize watch your back removes 15 DR. That's crazy. 15? Jesus. Holy shit. And evasion minus 25. God damn. Yeah, I don't think that... Just do the demi-human, homie. Once you've got your cups on your stuff, I do think that it would be important. I know that you're probably grinding for this right now, which kind of sucks. I recommend just ordering the embers off the marketplace and just like sniping them over time. You should be able to get them in a reasonable manner. This probably needs to get upgraded because it's 1 AP better. It's 1 attack cast speed % better. And then I think it's got 1 ignore all resist on it too over the cons. Yeah. So it's just really solid. And you can exalt it to give yourself a little bit more DP on top of it. I have Demi. Okay. Well, then you're good. That's fine. At this point, I think you're pumping your Karazad really hard. Wait, why is this... Oh, stop. Why is your belt pin and your necklace tet, homie? Always the necklace first. It gives you 2 AP. These only give you 1. 2 AP. 1. Half. Not really. Okay. Always the necklace first. Always the necklace first. Okay, at the point when you're reaching like 321 or so, then you grab your Labresca, put it at duo. Okay, that's gonna put you over the top. Whenever you get that flame, just make the Labresca, because you're already C10. You're just waiting for the flame. I know you are. Whenever you get that flame, just put the Labresca at duo. This needs to be. I like chat's rule of thumb: 2 levels out in front of the rest of the Karazad. That's fine. Okay, this is gonna take you a while to get here. All right. It's all crons. Of course it's all crons. Always has been. Always has been. Pronvos. Currently working on earrings to Oct. Where do I go from there? Also, should my evasion PvP build look like? Second gear build. Happy partner anniversary. Thanks, Pronvos. So you're an awakening ninja. I'm so sorry for your loss. You've had a hard life. It's rough out there for some of the minority groups in our community, guys. I think that you have enough AP, homie. I think you have to try your armors. I think it's time to try the armors. And then around the time that you're gonna pump this to Sept like the rest of it. You left this at Sept? Okay, if you care about RPing at all, you can hit this to Oct. But if you don't care about RPing, it's not cost efficient. Okay, so don't do that. But like if you want the super glow, it's really good. Personally, I think it's Nuve. Okay, I think I've helped you enough here. I think you're good now. This is going to take you a while. The tri-armors particularly, I think you're going to be... Sorry, we're praying for you, buddy. As an awakening ninja, we're already praying for you. Elise Kahim. Tier I can get you at the end, okay, buddy? I know you've asked a couple times and the mods keep timing you out because you're not supposed to link it without me calling. I'll get you at the end, okay, Tier? What the f is this guy's name? I don't know what this guy's name is, bro. Are you awakening or succession lawn? By the way, I think it's time to do your Dokebis now. After you have full duo armor, guys, it's time to do your Dokebi journal. That's my rule of thumb. You should have full duo armors, all 4, and then to go do your Dokebi. Suck, but I'm trying other classes. Okay. Wait, how did this happen? Wait. What? Three months? Where did he say 3 months? 3 months into the game. First try? I don't know how. Why the f are you even attempting this? What are you, Hercules? Holy shit. Okay, well, I'll be honest. It's Sept. Then pump this to Nuve. Wait, are you trying to be cost efficient about your sovereigns? Are you trying to be cost efficient about the sovereigns? Are you getting a flame? Or are you just enhancing black stars? Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Because you should have one by now if you were pushing this hard. Saving embers. Okay. And you know to get... You're a succession lawn, so you know to get this pendulum. 44 so far, so you're close. Isn't it 50? Or is it 100? Might be 100. I don't remember. I don't know. I've never tried to do it. It's 100. Yeah, it's cooked. Well, regardless, once you get it... So you have nothing to do other than enhance your your Karazad in the meanwhile. So you're going to go Nuve here. Oh, this is so cooked. I think by... I think you got to stop and get your armor. I think try armor while you're waiting on Sovereign is the play. I think just go full, literally just sit here and keep trying your armor until you have your Sovereign. Unless you want to go to Oct on these. You could go to Nuve on this and just kind of sit. Right? But like at least do 2 try armors. And then you can wait on the other 4. And then you could go Oct here. Oct here. Oct here. Okay. And you could technically do Oct here too. It's still plus 1 AP now. The earrings get better as they scale. Pen Blackstar is only 15 a tip span. Just push for it. Nah, he's got... If he's going to do the flames, let him do the flames. He'll probably have to enhance one of them as a black star. So I would tell you that one of them probably should be you just pen another black star. And the other one you can do with embers. I pitied the free Ted. I'm traumatized. I respect it. I respect it. Well, with the rate that you're making money, homie, you could just buy a pen black star at min price off the marketplace. If you don't want to enhance it, you can just buy one at Min. Like how much are these things now? Like 60 bill or some stupid shit? $80 bill, but you could get it for 74. Yeah. So you can do that. That's a route. But you're kind of on hold for AP until you have your Sovereign. Okay. Obviously, you're doing main hand Sovereign, then Awakening. Again, I recommend doing a one pen Black Star and then a flame for the other one if you want to do it in a timely amount of time. I'll be honest, man. You're almost progressing too fast to even do the flame. You are literally going so quickly. You almost need to do a Black Star in order to keep going efficiently. Because, like, I'll be honest, you should have got... you at this point in your gear, I already expect you to have 2 Sovereign weapons. You don't have any. So, like, I would just pen another Black Star real quick. Or just buy one and get your Crescent Pendulum. At least. At least. Like, look how much of an upgrade that is. That's crazy, bro. And then put all your crystals in, too. Alright. Hold on. Arcs, Tech. Okay, we're on the last 2. Arcs on tack. Paste your shit again. Surprised this person doesn't have a flame yet. He's brand new. He's only 3 months in. 6 months to get a flame if you go to every boss, I'm pretty sure. Content. What? EU Awakening Mystic. I'm at Paddocks since it was a duo spot. Took a break from main gear for LS gear with hope to finish Paddocks soon. I want to get ready at Dylan's on Forest Fury Pre. I'm moving cups to Karazad. Do it during the free event. Bonus info, Garmoth notes if needed. I got my LS gear as well if you feel like giving advice. What does LS mean? Would be lovely. I value your time. Okay. Life skill. Oh, life skill. You need advice? Homie, you know what to do. You already know. You just don't want to do it. You are so cooked. You are so cooked. Absolutely cooked. Yeah, the only thing you had... This is a flex. Guys, he just wanted to flex. He just wanted to flex. Honestly, I can't believe he's not decked yet. Breon yet. What a gearlet. You know what I mean? Holy shit, bro, guys. What the... Okay, so he's an Awakening Mystic. I'll be honest with you. A lot of the life skillers I know are Awakening Mystic mains. A lot of them. I don't know if it's just because they're good at hunting or because they just gravitate towards that class because it's relaxing or tanky or easy for them. Like, that's just how it is. This is goal. Oh! Then okay. All right. Aim to be at this by October. Okay, you've got all-out attack. You can run Demi if you want to. All-out attack is fine on Mystic, though, if you want to do that. Unless you're hitting AP caps, which you probably are not yet. At high-end spots. Okay, so your gear is not high enough. Like, your Karazad is not high enough. You're literally going to Sept on this. Hex. 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 Wait. Cup this before you do anything, you idiot. Cup your goddamn accessories. Cup your accessories. God, bro. Now I'm like checking. I'm like, bro, guys, you have to have cups. Cup before you do anything. Then Sept. Then Hex. Said he's waiting for the event. Sure. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. But you need to cup it. I still don't think you're high enough AP yet. You could probably go to Oct on this. And then boom. 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 Then these to Sept. Hex is useless. Okay. Once you're 335 here, you're going to finish out the 2 try boots and gloves. Evasion Mystic, a man after my own heart. Yeah, you're looking good. Black Spirit Rage Recovery, huh? That's an interesting one. I don't see that every day. Not necessarily bad. This is an underrated crystal, but... Alright. Yeah, and that should bring you up to speed. Yeah, so the only difference here is by October, you're trying to be... You can go, then go Hex here, then go Hex here, and then you can Oct your... I don't know why you would Oct. Yeah, this is your path. How do you cup Kara's out accessories? You just take your old cup, and then you put on... How the f do you do it now? Do you need like both of them? I did it during the event, so it was way easier. It was way easier. Eat with 20 Dawns plus your old cup. That's what I did. Yeah, so you need 20 Essence of Dawn, and then you need your the old cup. The old cup. And then it'll make the new one. And again, there's an event that will do that for you. For those of you that I told to get cups, there's an event that will do that for you. Okay. Let's see. Ice. Wait. No. Raynix. Last one. Last one for this round. Raynix. Is it too late to start BDO? Not at all. Some of these players I'm reviewing here have only been playing the game for 3 months. They have almost more gear than I do. Okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Playing once again. Playing again for the last month. I took about a 2.5 year break with a couple logins from time to time to tap shit for free rewards. Currently grinding Ash and Crypt for the ring. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, he's... Okay. So, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that this is like a 2 or 3 year old item. And then when you bought this, the year was not 2025. Okay. All right. You're almost committed on it, to be honest. You're almost committed. We're gonna... You need to put a cup on your necklace. Also, wait. What the f... You need to cup your rings. You need to cup your rings. And cup your belt. Cup your rings, then belt. Get the necklace done at some point. You can leave the earrings for now. But you gotta cup these. Just remind me that I don't have a cup on my neck. Damn, you really had to do it. Yeah, bro, because it's a full audit, bro. I'm like the IRS of gear. Okay, so at this point, you're looking pretty good. Awakening Sork. Okay, so for the first step, okay, before you do any of this stuff, you need to make sure that you talk to somebody, okay? Hurting yourself is not okay, all right? You don't want to cut or do self-harm to yourself whatsoever. All right, just to be clear, as long as you're in the right mental headspace, then you can look back at your gear again. But most Sorkmans, they just don't have it. Okay. You need some AP. I think you just sep this little bad boy. Hex this little bad boy. Hex this little bad boy. Hex that bad boy. We're gonna try to get you to like 330 or so. Bro, this is so ass. I don't even know what to do with this. I would almost just... God. Did you do your... I guess you did your deck too, Vala. You got the free... I don't know. It's only 5 bill, right? Like, bro, if he sells it, it's only 5 bill. And then if he goes all the way, it's... Yeah, you can't sell the duo. That's the problem. Is he's kind of committed. That's the problem with this shit. It won't ever sell. I know, dude. So you're kind of fucked. I think you kind of just have to go to bed on this. I think that you need to hex your stuff. Okay, you can leave your earrings here, but this is around the time that I would do this. You're like 740-ish gear score here with the pen on. You also look like a alpha, by the way. You, bro, you got that Goddard or the Goddard? Holy shit, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so somewhere around 330 AP. Yeah, so you can oct this. Somewhere around 330 is when you want to look at try armors. Okay, because you don't have enough AP or DP. All right, boom. At least try 2 of your armors at this point. At least 2 of your armors. I know that that's annoying as a sork, but you do got to do it. Okay, you do got to do it. I'm 792. What order should I deck my account? Always. Okay, so necklace Charizard followed by belt and ring Charazads are fine in no particular order. Then the 2 earring Charazads and then the sovereigns. Okay. Thinking about getting back to play BDOs, it's still worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. As long as you're not like a super PvP oriented player, it's a really solid game. It's PvE and life skilling, you know. It's in a good spot. It's fine. But the PvP is just not it anymore. But like if you like the long-term progression and talking to your guild and the social aspect, all that stuff, and the life skilling systems and the PvE, as much as we all bitch about the PvE grind, it is fun. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. All right, this is enough. This is enough. All right, do we do another round of gear advice? Homie, what you need gear advice for, bro? You gotta finish. Okay, the 600 HP is actually Giga. This is cooked, bro. You've got to get this done. It's so good. Also, I assume that you probably have that done, and then you need to do Dokebi as well. Just get it done, bro. It's obviously your best upgrade. It's not even a question. Especially the 600 AP. This is a Megu. And it looks like an Awakening Megu. Holy shit, it's an Awakening Megu. My god in heaven. Probably a good one, because he's running DR. Really good players on Awakening Megu, I do see where them run DR. Bad players like me, we run Evasion. Because we make too many mistakes. We make too many mistakes. Homie, what are you doing? You're 760 gear score running 3 Predations in an Iridescent? What? No. No, bro. Stop. Stop it. Okay. Best Lightstone setup in the game, in my opinion, right now, is the Demi-Human set, which I'm pretty sure is Roar. Isn't this Roar? Is it Roar? You get 3 Roars and an Iridescent. Yeah. 3 Roars and an Iridescent. Because Pig Cave, Tungrad Ruins.
So Inferna tipped $10. A few months ago swapped from console, got about 42 days, plays all active grinding.
Thanks for $10, buddy. I'll get to you next. Appreciate you, buddy. Again, so Pig Cave, Tungrad Ruins, Dark Seeker's Retreat, and Honglim Base are all Demi-Human damage. The only one that is not is Orzekia, and that's not anything. Quint is Demi-Human too. Orcs is Demi-Human. Most of the Dekia spots in the desert are Demi-Human. So yeah, it's just typically like depending on where you're grinding, it's obviously probably going to be the best. Now, if you're not grinding a Demi-Human spot, then you can use comma damage if you're at Ash Forest Dekia 2, for example, or if you're at Olin's, right? Comma damage is obviously going to be BIS for that. Or you can, and I recommend the all-out attack is almost too squishy, especially on a Megu. That's why I'm telling you to do the specific damage because all that attack makes you so squishy, as I'm sure you're already aware. Like in PvE, you're already sweating balls at some of the high-end spots. It's a little sweaty, even in the DR gear. But yeah, roar, roar, roar. Yeah, fix your light stones. Nuve this. Wait, no, accept this. Accept this. Accept your earring. Then nuve this. Then oct these three. Or oct these. You don't need much more DP, I'll be honest with you. Your DP looks good, homie. Except for this. I don't know how the f this. How the f did you get to this? And then you know, I had this going on. Who am I kidding? This is the same thing. Okay. Once you have Oct and stuff, bro, because you had Tet, you could put this off for a much longer period of time, but you do need to try these boots. You gotta try them boots, homie. You gotta get that done. Okay. What reforged stones do you use for Awakening Megu? That's actually an amazing question. He's not running the ones that I actually feel are the best, and in my opinion, AP accuracy is really good because Megu, I don't know, man. Megu struggles with accuracy, bro. Critical hit damage. Instead of Black Spirit Recovery, I would honestly run air attack damage, especially in PvP, or at spots where you can knock the mobs down. It's one of the few classes in the game that can actually capitalize on air attack damage. Really strong. Really strong. This, honestly, down attack damage is probably stronger than that. It depends on where you're grinding, of course, but critical hit rate, what he has here is totally fine. This is totally fine. But if you're going to do PvP, even in PvE, air attack damage can be really good if you're grinding like Tongue Rat or something. But like air attack damage, obviously not going to help you in PvE very much if you're grinding at Pig Cave. So like, but like this is what the PvP setup looks like. If you're going to do PvE, again, it's down attack damage, back attack every time. I didn't realize he didn't have back attack damage. Oh my God, you have to have back attack damage. Maybe I changed it. You have to have back attack damage. Down attack damage is the last thing you get. You can also choose, instead of down attack damage, you can go DR, but I prefer just full damage on Mega. I prefer just the full damage. But yeah, this is what I would do. All right, Soin Farah, let's see it. I just used my pen Debbie Human sub weapon. No, bad tier. Bad tier. Okay. By the way, at this point, you can look at enhancing your sovereign again. Demi-human is still going to be better for your Lightstone setup. Yo, is he going to link his gear? Soin Farah, I need your gear. You donated. It's on my other PC. I can't pull it up on this one. Okay, thank you. You said a few months ago, swap from console. Got 42 days played, all active grinding. You've played for 42 days, 3 total months. And this is what your gear looks like at 3 months. 3 months. This kid's got more gear score than I do. 3 months, bro. Bro, game knowledge is priceless. For everything else, there's MasterCard. I'm just gonna say it, bro. Like, there ain't no way. Nerd. All right, he's got the good lifestone set up. If you're grinding your ass off and you do some pay to win in there too, I could see him getting here. That's why I said that. I think there's some pay to win in here, and I think there's a lot of hard work grinding. Definitely whaling. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like he's definitely, in my opinion, I'm $700 deep. Okay, so $700 in 3 months. Was it on pay to win stuff, or was it on like? I'm assuming you bought like the tent, the ferry, and the pets and stuff. Both. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's a little bit of both. He's grinding a bunch and he's doing some pay to win stuff. Okay, bro, I kind of had that pegged, to be honest, guys. Just like your mom last night. Got him. All right. Homie, you know I'm gonna tell you. Obviously, you have to nuve these. Nuve. And at this point, you can probably sept your... I assume you're an Awakening Sage. You could probably sept your Sovereign. If you want an RP, you can go to Oct, but it's not going to be crazy efficient. But as you're hitting 350 AP or so, before the next, his neck is already Nuve. I don't like deck is such a low percentage chance that like it's almost better to just grab the Nuve. You can go to deck before you Nuve the other stuff, but he already Nuved his belt too. So I figured he's like, okay, he's probably gonna Nuve these two next, and that makes sense. And then he'll come back and deck this, right? But like I recommend just like Nuving everything, and then you're gonna deck this. The question is, what are we going to do? Oh, build some crystals. They really help in PvE. Yeah. Having a crystal set up in PvE, extremely good. Your silver power is going to go up by like 80%. Like as you're hitting something like 350 AP, homie, that's when you need to go for 10 armors. I think once you're like Nuve here, I don't think you go for deck quite yet. I think that in my opinion, the armors are more important than deck Karazhan. But you can deck the necklace and then go for Tet armors if you want to put it off. But the Tet armors are those suck. Okay. Regardless, I think that putting this at Oct is fine if you want to do that, because again, it gets the glow. A lot of people like the glow. But you leave it there. You leave it at Oct. Don't touch it until everything else is deck. Tet armors suck. I know. I'm doing them. Yeah, I get it, homie. So you would deck all of this, right? And once everything is deck and your armors are Tet, then you're going to come back to the Sovereign, and you'll probably, honestly, you're probably just going to full on deck the one and then full on deck the other because you have nothing else better to do with your time. Maybe for sanity, just buy 10 armors. You could just buy 10 armors. Big Cave's closed on NA. Look at that. 800 gear score. Pogger McDogger. Pogger McDogger. And they said, didn't somebody tell me that 810 gear score wasn't possible? Pussies. Pussies. Just saying. Yeah, this is the pretty standard setup, by the way. Critical hit damage. Critical hit rate is something that a lot of classes run. AP, back attack damage, and accuracy. It's a very common setup for a lot of people. Oh, yeah. Don't do this, by the way. I was just around to see how high I could get it. Don't do this. Just, your best upgrade at this stage is what chat said that. That's what you want to do. How does Divios have 805 gear score, though? This. He intentionally deflates his gear score so that he can put other types of gear on. It's a pretty common tactic. Like for example, he'll put like a centaur belt on or something. Or he'll have accuracy crystals on or anything. This is a cooked upgrade, by the way. The alchemy stone is ridiculously hard. On console, believe it or not, there's actually a decent amount of these that were created because they didn't have Vels for a long time. So a bunch of these actually got made. So they're in circulation. But in NA, or I mean on PC, not so much. Is there a time limit to when I should graduate my seasonal character? No time limit. Take your time, homie. Vels is free on console. Well, now it is, but for a long time, Vels didn't exist on console. Can I go next? Sure, Pojo, give me your gear. Thanks, Mutwitch. Alright, let's see your gear, buddy. Never mind, take it back. I don't want to see this. Damn. He's running Death Blow on a Valkyrie. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and assume you're a me dead. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and assume I'm new. Where did you get the Vel's heart? Did you get this as a drop from Vel? Yo, homie, where'd you get the Vel's heart? I'm genuinely curious. Hold up, let him cook, let him cook. What's up, Big Stefan? How you doing, man? We love that Valhalla run. I sold my potion to buy it. On what server? What server are you on? I mean, he could always get his potion back, bro. NA. Bro, so you... No. You didn't sell your potion to buy it. You sold your potion to put a pre-order on Vel's Heart and got it. You're a alpha. Holy shit. Bro. That is next level stupid. But also kind of a power move. I respect it. Kind of a power move. You have to respect the hustle, guys. Why does Valkyrie need pots? Valkyrie absolutely needs potions, just like every other quest. It's kind of a power move. Okay, so he needs... Oh, wow, he's got a lot of DP. All right, you need AP, homie. All right. You can... Okay, first of all, I don't know how you have this at C10, but don't have the... All you got to do is buy the flame off the market for like 300 mil or whatever the hell, or like 500 mil. You're gonna go DR because you're a Valkyrie, and then you're just gonna... Okay, it's a piece of cake. Piece of cake. The rest of these you can leave because your DP is already really high. I have the flame, but I don't know where to go. What, for the flame quest? You can just right-click the flame and it should tell you like NPC location. Alternatively, there are guides for it. It should be in Land of the Morning Light. There's like a... You have to do the Land of the Morning Light quest line, which I assume that you've done. Maybe not. You need to do Land of the Morning Light questline in order to get your gloves. No, you haven't. Okay, so you need to do Land of the Morning Light questline, and in doing that, you should get 1 AP for doing the story, which is a win. Because it's going to put you at 301 main hand. Okay, so then you're going to just come back over here to this little thing right here, and you're just going to do Deeves, Heralds, Dora Morgrims, Pavino Greco, Fugar's Time of Success. Barrier of Infestation is really easy. You can do that in a matter of like an hour or two. Maybe an hour. You do not have to do the Dokebi quest yet, okay? You don't have to do that. I don't know where the other 1 DP comes from. I'm blanking. I don't know if this is the main story or what, but like you don't have to do the Dokebi stuff. Okay. The Dokebi Kekebi gift is the Land of the Morning Light. Okay. Boom. Well, whichever one is the Dokebi quest line. Is it the Eye? Yeah, the Eye of the Adventure, I think, is the quest searching thing. But the Dokebi gift, again, you get 1 AP, 1 DP for doing Land of the Morning Light. Okay, you need to do these. I know they suck, but you have to do them, okay? Because, like, look at your gear score now. You're 306. Holy shit. Are you an Awakening Valkyrie? Eye of Adventure is the boss run? Okay, so I was right the first time. But you don't need to... Whatever it is, you do not need to do the Dokebi, like, go look for a chest thing, okay? You don't need to... I don't know which one. But you don't do that one. Okay? You're an Awakening Valk. All right, Giga Chad, Alpha Male. Okay. All right. So you're 306 AP, and you haven't even gotten your Kirazad yet. This is kind of Giga. Holy shit. You have no cup on this. I assume that... Are the Tungrads the Jatinas, or are the Crescents the Jatinas? Did you... Oh, God. Did you buy Tungrad earrings? I made them. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Super good. Yep. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do with them now. You're gonna melt all 4 of these things, and you're gonna make Kirazad. Okay. You're gonna make Charizard. I'm pretty sure that you literally only have to have the Charizard duo to match a Tet. 306. Yeah. So, like, literally, you could just leave these at duo. I recommend putting them at try. It's really easy to get them to try. At least put them at try. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, you should put them at least try. Okay. You can put the rings. You should put it Tet because that's the equivalent of the crescent ring. Okay. Now, when you enhance the earrings, every other level gives you an AP. So Pride gives you an AP. Duo does not. Try does. Tet does not. Pen does. And so on. So just bear that in mind. When you go from Try, you should go straight to Pen. Don't just let them sit at Tet because they're useless. Okay, everything else will give you AP when you enhance it. The necklace gives you 2, as I'm sure you're aware. I assume that you've done your deck Tuvala and stuff. Where's your Tet Blackstar? I guess you just kind of have it sitting. When your Tet Blackstar goes to Pen, hopefully you took the Awakening one. When the Tet Blackstar goes to Pen, you grab the Sovereign, okay? I'm 10 fails on it. Okay, so then you're good. 5 more to go and you're good. Then you're going to get a Sovereign here. Okay, 309. Okay, Pen the Sovereign. You can Hex the necklace. Honestly, just Hex the necklace. Okay. Just Hex the necklace and then you're good. Okay. Once you're 309 AP, then you need to go back to DP again. You can put 1 more coffer level in your boots, and then you can Dead God your chest. That's probably the easy one to do. Okay. And then you're going to Dead God your helmet when you have the opportunity. You can snipe embers off the marketplace to get a flame over time. And then again, you just grab the shoes one when you... Like, the shoes one's dropping in price. It might fall below this one before long, but we'll see. We'll see. But that's what I would do. Also, at this point, you want to cup this. I'm going to put stuff on here. And you want to cup your... Wait, why do you not have Kabuas? Okay, alright, okay. Your Lightstone setup needs to be demi-human with Kabuas. Okay. The first thing you're going to do after your journals, or actually while you're doing your journals, before anything else I told you to do, because I didn't see this, it's my bad. It's Kabuas, and then you need to just do demi-human. Okay, because pretty much everywhere you're going to do Honglim or Trolls or whatever is all going to be demi. Okay. Are Kabuas on console? Is he console? I'm sorry, I didn't realize he was console. No, I'm PC. Okay, there you go. I was like, what the f... Okay, there you go. Alright, this should be good enough. You're fine. You need to get to 401 DP, and again, you're just going to do that by getting another duo here. Boom, easy peasy. Alright. All done. Alright, I think that's enough gear advice for today, guys. Holy f***, that was a lot of gear advice. That was an insane amount of gear advice.